Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. You have a very specific and a very interesting story sitting on my table here with the cards. We are working with the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck and the Moonology deck. I'm trying to decide where I should start. Should I start with your energy right now or what the backstory is? I think I'm going to start with your energy right now because that's how I pulled out the cards. So you pulled out the bridge and then you did a Taurus because Taurus had the same thing. They pulled out a card that was theirs. So you and your loved ones are safe. New Moon in Cancer. This is so beautiful. Wait till you see the backstory. You might already know it though. So we got that, like you have found a new path here that is going to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. One of my favorite cards. I have a couple of really favorite cards in different decks. This is one of them, the New Moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. I love getting that card. You know, if I'm shuffling for myself and I get that card. And the other one is very similar to that I really, really love is Archangel Michael. I am protecting you and your loved ones in your home from negative energies and all that stuff, right? Like it's really nice, right? So that's your energy right now. So you have crossed a bridge and this bridge has taken you to a place where you are safe, your loved ones are safe, everything is good. Now, this is the underline. So we have chance and rivalry. This feels like a situation where suddenly what at one point was kind of lucky, you know, it could have been a really good break, it could have been a really good opportunity, it turned. And it turned on you maybe quickly. So the rivalry card talks about, actually, there's a whole bunch of stuff, like it could be talking about, there's competition here. You were involved in some type of competition and they all vying for the same thing or vying for the same thing between you and someone else. It could have been work. Could have been some sort of community or group that you were involved in. But it just feels like all of a sudden something changed. Now, when I say a good opportunity, like something that was a good opportunity, something changed. I don't know, it could almost be someone that you were like working with, or building something with. You may have been in a position of authority. And then this person ended up in a similar position to you, right? Because the rivalry is like these two are in a similar position, or they're fighting or competing for the same thing. They both want the same thing here. But now when I look at these cards, it kind of feels, it also feels like some type of these four wolves to me, like how this is coming across, they feel like to me that they're all working together. And it's kind of giving me the vibe here of, like, let's say this one in the forefront here is the one that is the biggest rival to you. If this wolf has made sort of pacts with these other wolves, like some type of term of agreement, okay? And if this term of agreement is, if I succeed and Cancer doesn't, you're coming along with me. I'm taking you for this ride. Do you have any sort of agreement like that with Cancer? One of them might say, oh yeah, you know, well, no, listen up here. like I feel like if you had a rival, I feel like this rival had support. Like it's weird. It's just giving me this feeling like you were trying to get away from these. You're trying to get away from them. And then you get over the bridge. And it's also like a different season over the bridge, right? Like it looks like it's a different season. It's a different place. So you've somehow gotten out of a situation here where luck turned on you. Now, this is the underline, is the energy is gaining momentum. It's just a waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. I think it's these wolves. also predatory, right? And you're a crab. Like, kind of like, you know, put a little bit of butter on you and you're a snack. Get this situation, right? Well, the wolves probably don't even eat the butter. So yeah, that's like where you sit right now. You've come from a situation that does not feel particularly good or safe. And if you are no longer in that situation, you may not actually realize how lucky you are to not be in it. Especially if maybe it has something to do with work. You know, and I say that because if it has something to do with work and you found yourself, maybe you had to leave a place, or maybe you were asked to leave a place, or, right? Like, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel like things are working, you know, favorably for us when things like that unfold. But this is not good. This the other thing too is when there are kind of like deals that are made here. These deals are all made. This wolf here is making those deals for him, her. So he'll throw any one of those wolves under the bus if opportunity arises, or if necessity, like, you know, there's a necessity to do that. And because of that, this feels like these, and I don't know if there's specifically 4 individuals that you were dealing with, but they'll be setting them up for themselves up for some problem here. The fact that you are being shown that you and your loved ones are safe tells me that you somehow got out of Dodge or got out of something just in time, or at the right time. So I'm going to use a different tarot deck. I'm going to use I don't remember what it's called. It's got the Queen of Swords and she chopped his head off, so it's good. Okay, so the bridge. It's like you're on a new path and your loved ones are safe here. Going to be safe there on the other side. Bridge. Oh, damn, you got the Fool. This is good and fresh. You're not taking whatever that was. You're not taking that with you. That ain't coming forward with you. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm really curious to see more of that. Oh, check this out. There's like a little wolf or a coyote or something down there with the Fool. What kind of crazy synchronicity is that? Is there one? I don't know what this is. Is it a workplace? Is it a family situation? Like, well, loved ones. You can have family that aren't loved. So, right, it doesn't have to be. It could still be. These wolves could still represent some sort of family situation also. But you have one of these wolves are here with you. Somebody has chosen your side. You have an ally out of that rivalry. You do have an ally. Somebody has chosen your side. And, you know, not that you want to be in a situation where people need to choose sides, but you're going across the bridge and there is someone there who was one of these wolves has come with you. This one looks small. It looks like a smaller wolf. So it could be somebody much younger, underdeveloped, a little runt. Maybe someone who would get, like, these are big. These are big wolves. They may have intimidated that wolf. Maybe they pushed that wolf out of the pack. Like, you're too small to be with us. So the Fool. I want to say too that the Fool is like, right, like just the word. Well, what a fool. Well, no, that's not how. Because the Fool represents the beginning of the major arcana, right? So you are going on a journey here that is unknown to you. But you may also, there may be some things here that are going on from a place that you've been that are unknown to you. And that's better. It's better that way. But, you know, I'm going to ask. I'm nosy as fuck. Hey, you know, you want a tarot reader that's nosy. Be like, I need to know. What's going on? What's going on with that? Okay, so the Fool. The Two of Wands. What does tomorrow bring? What does tomorrow bring? The Queen of Pentacles. And the Princess of Pentacles. Well, that's nice. that is such a nice vibe here. This is like the future of like home, family, loved ones, mother, child. Could be father, child too, somebody who's in their feminine energy. It is Capricorn. You could be moving too from the Queen of Pentacles to the Princess of Pentacles. And the Princess is like the page. So it's kind of like cautiously stepping forward, learning as you go, moving away from a period here where you had quite a bit of stability and experience. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. This is really like lots of new energy here. Wow, damn, the Empress. You guys are really safe. This is very auspicious. Right? You got your Jupiter. What's your Jupiter? Is Jupiter still going in the reverse? I watched that movie. I told you that, right? Because it was a reading I was doing for you guys. It reminded me of that, The Nonas, that movie. I watched it. It's a nice movie. It was a nice, we need more movies like that. It's a true story too. Yeah, I didn't realize that. But anyways, you should go watch that. With the Nonas? Yeah. This is really beautiful. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, this is a very fortunate time here. There's a lot of abundance around you. There's a lot of love. This love will grow. This love will grow things. Oh, interesting. The Five of Swords. That's an interesting card to be pulling out with the Empress. The Seven of Wands. This is almost like, well, safe, like protected. You'll do what you have to do. I feel like you'll do what you have to do. The Knight of Wands. What is this? You might be getting this reading like maybe you don't feel safe. The Seven of Wands is feeling like, particularly too, because it's right in the middle, right below the Empress as it's sitting on the table. And it's kind of feeling like it's got these energies from two sides. Trying to protect something here, but you are safe. So I don't know. Let me see. What is this Five of Swords? It is called Defeat in this deck. The World. Oh, interesting. Okay, the Five of Swords is the World. Something has come to an end, and that's it. Well, that makes sense because you have the Fool. So whatever this is, you're not going back. You might feel like there's some disparity here between maybe not feeling like you won. And I don't know what, but I'm telling you right now, in the real definition of winning here, you have won. Because you are safe, you are protected. You may need to be active in some way to protect yourself. I don't know if that's keeping your personal information hidden, if that is doing something with finances, something legal. The Knight of Swords, or sorry, Wands. Knight of Wands on their side of that. Yeah, you're not, I feel like I need to get into that rivalry because it seems like someone else has come out winning here. And in that context, right? In this context, it feels like somebody else is winning. But I feel like this is not going to be a lasting energy. It's also chance, and luck is fickle. So somebody could have got an opportunity through some type of very lucky circumstance. But luck can turn on a dime. You're not this anymore. You don't have this. But it could look like if somebody has had something really fortunate here, and it has given them in some way some type of advantage over you, kind of like in terms of competition or a rivalry, this is not played out fully, is what I feel like is happening. So the Knight of Wands, what is this? This knight is just like on fire here. It could be an individual, right? Like it's a court card. The Knight of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups. That's interesting. It's funny, right? This is called material happiness, the Nine of Cups. It's kind of a funny name, right? For a card that is associated with feelings and emotions and, oh, and strife, which is the Five of Wands. And it's funny, there is something here. Okay, I want to say the Knight of Wands is coming across to me sort of like a bit of a philosophy thing here. Like the philosophy of happiness. And it's funny because like there is a weird energy with this Nine of Cups called material happiness, but we can't really get happiness from the material things around us. Well, we can. I'm not gonna lie. We can. But that's not, you know, that's not where true and satisfying happiness really comes from. It comes from, to me, like you and your loved ones. That's like that's the real type of happiness here. So I don't know in what way you feel like you've lost. Let's get into this rivalry, because the most important message, if you've got to take anything from this reading today, is that you have crossed a bridge, okay? And you have closed something off permanently. Whatever these wolves are, they're not coming. They can't. That cycle is over. I don't know, but somehow it's associated with the Five of Swords. So I'm wondering if it's something that you don't want it to be quite over, or you don't want it to be over the way it's over, like the way it is completed. But you are in a very good position right now for abundance to grow around you. Okay, so what was this rivalry in the past? The Eight of Cups. Abandoned success. Somebody wanted you to abandon your success. What was the success that you had? Shit, the Star. It was some sort of calling here, something that you were really meant to do. It could have been in some way here where you were getting attention. This is very curious. Some way you could have been like in the public eye. Who is this rival? Who is this rival? The Four of Pentacles, earthly power, a Hierophant in waiting, like it's like the young Hierophant, the Four of Pentacles. No, is it? Or is it the Six of Pentacles? Maybe it's the Six. It's not a Taurus symbol. Virgo. Could be a Virgo. Could specifically be a Virgo. Four of Pentacles. Who is this rival? Someone who was stuck. Someone who was stuck. You succeed. The Star. Somebody wants you to walk away from the Star. What's the Chance card? I'm really getting like a feeling here of somebody sabotaging you. What's the Chance? Love. This is like the, well, this is the Two of Cups. Well, anyway, it's you. It's Venus in Cancer, the Two of Cups. Somebody wanted what you had, or wanted how people feel about you. They wanted how people feel about you. How have you moved away from this? Material work, the Three of Pentacles. That's interesting. Okay, this feels like you're doing something here that does not involve like competition. This involves collaboration. This involves cooperation. It feels like sort of like a humble energy. You could be putting up wallpaper. I don't know what he's doing here. The Three of Pentacles. Material work. Being very studious. Mars in Virgo. Very meticulous. You're being very meticulous. Established strength. The Three of Wands. The High Priestess. And the King of Cups. Okay, this also feels like somebody who is choosing to do something that they have deep emotional fulfillment for. So either you're redirecting your time here, or you've chosen to... You could be hiding your feelings and emotions from whatever this rivalry thing is. You're establishing some type of strength for yourself in another area. It could be spiritual with the High Priestess. It could also be something that you are being quiet and secretive about. Interesting. Look at this underline. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords. That feels a bit like turning the tables on something or someone here. And you can see, as I'm looking at this card, he's literally looking, the person on the card is looking at the underline on the table and walking away from it. Like, whoa, what's that? I feel like you are being really quiet about what you're doing, whatever you're doing, and your home life, the one between you and the people that you really love. Yeah. That's what I see here. That's what I see here, Cancer. The theme today seems to be that I am going to, for the extended, I'm going to continue to pull cards. So I've continued to pull cards from the same decks, a different tarot deck though. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do for your extended, Cancer. I'm going to continue to pull cards. If you would like to follow me there are 2 options in the description below for the extended. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.